Your personal brand isn't just a logo, a tagline, or a clever marketing hook. It's who you are at your core. It's how you think, it's how you make decisions, and it's how you show up in the world, both personally and professionally. And building a brand isn't just about a strategy, it's about alignment. And that requires something much deeper: self-awareness, resilience, and the willingness to grow and evolve. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a guru, but I am a builder. I've built 2 very successful businesses, worked through failure, I faced my own demons, and I'm still in the process. I'm still refining, I'm still evolving. So each week on the Branding Lab, I'm going to break down the lessons, the insights, and raw truths that shape not just great businesses, but great leaders. In this roughly 10 to 15 minute monologue, I'm going to share the stories and the insights of my own experience and the deep conversations with CEOs, founders, and thought leaders from all over the world. We're going to uncover the patterns, the decisions, and the shifts that separate those who grow from those who stay stuck. Because here's the honest truth: if you're not evolving, neither is your brand. So let's get into it.
There's an adage that goes, you have to spend money to make money. And I never really understood that before because I grew up with the scarcity mindset. One of 12 kids, poor mindset. My father always taught me that money was evil. The money was the root of all evil, to borrow from a biblical term. But as I furthered along my business trajectory and really got knee deep into running a very successful business, it occurred to me that the only way that I could make more revenue, grow my business bigger, make longer impact, greater impact, was to actually start spending money on my business. And a lot of times when I'm working with entrepreneurs, especially first-time business owners that are launching an incredible product, they have this same scarcity mindset that I had. And I completely get it, trust me. I understand, like, there's only so much money in the bank. But I wanted to ask you for a minute if you could shift your paradigm and center around the idea of, in order to make money, you have to spend money. And that doesn't mean that you always have to just dump a bunch of money into it per se. What it really means is that you have to figure out a way to share your brand with your audience. If you have this really cool idea and you have this new business that you're trying to launch, there's only one way to increase brand awareness. You have to start talking about it. So before anyone can become a customer, they first need to know that your business exists. And one of the best ways to do that is through marketing. You have to be able to share your brand message through social media, through your website, through traditional networking, through emails, whatever. You've got to find a way to put some money and some investment and some resources into your marketing spend. If you invest in marketing and invest in spending some money, it provides you a competitive advantage, because think about this: if there are other businesses that are in your industry, you can be rest assured that some of them, if not all of them, are also doing the same thing. They're marketing, they're talking, they're branding, they're sharing their brand message with their ideal customers, so you should be as well. The most important reason for marketing, in my opinion, is the customer connection that you establish when you spend some time and some energy and you invest in yourself and you invest in your business and you take the time to actually talk about what you do and connect with an audience on a much larger level. And the only way to do that is through a very clear brand message and marketing. So I encourage you to spend some time around how you can share that message with your audience. And then finally, everyone talks about this whole ROI thing, this return on investment. And there's lots of different ways to measure your return on investment. Yes, financially, you obviously need to generate sales, because generating sales makes money, and makes money keeps your business in practice. But there are also additional ways to measure your ROI. Those can be around brand awareness, those can be on connections and networking, those can be on impact that you're making, those can be on inspiration and education, and all of those sort of center around the idea of brand awareness and brand messaging. So, moral of the story: think deep. Think about how you can take what you're currently doing, share that message with the world, and be willing to spend some money on it. I think somewhere between 7 to 8% of your business, of your new revenue, should be allocated right back into the business. And so sort of from my rule of thumb is I put 10 to 20% of every new revenue intake that I make, I put that right back into marketing, whether it's paid advertising, whether it's social media, whether it's getting on here and talking about videos and paying my production editor to put these together. Spend some creative thought, make a list of things that you can do to talk about your message, and let's get out there and start sharing the message together. I'll see you on the other side.